right, cool. All right, cool. Another episode, my guy.
Another episode.
You ready?
Let's do this. I'm ready.
All right, cool. So the same as usual, we're gonna break down some clips. And you haven't seen these clips, right?
I
Just
have
to
not.
let people know, cool. You haven't seen the clips, so we're gonna jump right in.
I don't know what.
It's gonna be a mix,
What we're watching.
animals. It's gonna be cars, whatever else. But here we go. First clip.
All right.
We're gonna jump right into the first one.
Okay. That's a, damn. That's a pretty good,
That's a big one.
pretty big size.
Yeah,
pretty
that-
big one. Was that a mating call? he
I
was
think so.
doing?
That's a male for sure.
Uh-huh.
So if you can see, the dude that's his truck or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like he's doing something to his truck, and then I guess he looked up and that thing was like
Oh.
close to him. So I don't know what he was doing, but yeah.
And he just started ramming.
And then he just looked up, yeah, and then the big old elk was right
yeah,
there.
hey, those. Yeah, they're dangerous.
Hell
right?
yeah.
They will attack you.
They'll absolutely they'll I
They'll
guess
rush
they'll
you,
get
man.
you on the floor, yeah. Well, they'll get you with your horns, and then once you're on the floor, I heard they stomp you out.
Or they stomp you out.
Yeah. And so
Until you stop moving, or what?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
You can hear the guy in the background telling him, he's like, bro, you better get inside.
Where's this at?
I don't even know.
Is
It
that what it
says
said, right?
Esther Park. Oh, that's Colorado,
Colorado,
right?
yeah.
CO, Colorado. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to go to the next clip.
So what happens when people start building homes in?
Yeah. Well, I
In
mean,
their territory,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. But, I mean, he is in the neighborhood. You can see,
Oh, yeah,
like,
they-
how the house is in the back.
But yeah, but look at the mountains and everything
Right behind him.
right behind
Yeah.
it. So
That'll be cool. The fresh air, that'll be hella cool.
that was probably their home first.
Mm. True that.
Yeah.
Next clip.
Oh no. No. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cup, 5 cup, 5 times double gum. Fuck me.
1 cup.
No.
There's only one.
You have to go.
There's only one lid.
No.
There's only 1 cup.
Wait.
No.
Yeah.
No. 1 cup.
So you can see the stack, and he's trying to pass it off as one.
Wait. So and then he's putting them like one upright and the other one upside down, and then again.
Yeah. I don't know if he made holes. Like, I don't know if
That's
he
a-
made. That's some.
I mean-
that's some MacGyver stuff going on.
That
But-
at first I thought, yeah, maybe he's saying it's 1 cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had to have removed.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, how is he doing?
I don't know.
I mean, did he take them home and do it, or did
And
he do
walked
it at
in
the
and
store?
walked in with it. Like, yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing I think of, because
Yeah.
otherwise, the guy at the works at the store would have seen him doing that to all the cups and would have been like, hey, what are you
Yeah, what are
doing?
you doing? Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe he grabbed. Well, there are 5, right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 of them.
Took them home and cut them out and probably try to glue them together.
I don't know. Would glue hold that?
No.
Would glue hold?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I thought it was fake. The
Oh,
first
the
time I
hell?
saw this, I was like, you know how people do like skits? I thought maybe it was a skit. Like the owner was in on it, but I don't know. I still can't figure it out. I can't tell if it's
Well, the only other way I can think of is he didn't completely remove the bottom rim. He just maybe made
a piece of it.
in the center.
Uh-huh.
That way he can still have some to glue
Uh-huh.
one to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Hopefully he makes a part 2, and then we can see more of it. But yeah,
So-
and I found this just like by accident yesterday.
he
Just-
said there's only one lid.
That's
so
what he said. I was gonna
just
say,
charging for one.
and that's his.
1 cup.
I like his theory.
1 cup, my
That's what he
friend.
said. His theory is I only got one lid, so it counts as one.
Uh,
Oh my god! One more time.
3 cup,
I'm telling
4
you.
cup, 5 cup, 5 times double gum. Fuck me. 1 cup.
he said 5 times double cup.
You have to go.
Fuck me.
No.
There's only 1 cup.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
He's telling him, bro, you gotta
These
go.
people,
You gotta go.
some of the things they be doing.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I
Gotta
don't
get
know.
him.
Like, it was too casual for me. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't enough cussing or like hand waving, you know, of like get the fuck out of my store. So I was like, I don't know, are they doing the skit? Are they both in on it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I still
yeah.
can't tell though. I can't tell.
Well, I see your point now.
Mhm.
Otherwise, the guy working at the store would probably been a little bit more pissed than
Yeah,
that.
more animated, more like, or at least trying to grab it and pour it back in. I don't know what
Something.
I don't know what he's gonna do,
Or
but
take it from
Yeah.
him. Or,
like I said, hopefully he does a part 2 and he shows how he
yeah.
how he created that cup, or maybe not, because then I bet you what's gonna happen if he shows how he made that cup.
You can have all these
Everybody's
other,
gonna be copying him. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be like,
Well, just by watching this video, even though if he doesn't show, I think how he did it, they're gonna still
everyone's
attempt
gonna
it.
make their own. Yeah.
However they can.
All right then.
Duct tape, whatever.
Yeah, I mean you can't even see the duct tape.
No, no.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
can't see any of
Other
it.
people might just start using duct
Oh,
tape.
however they can. It's possible. Next clip, my guy. Here we go.
Look at that. That takes skill. Man, he even went off the road a little
Yeah.
bit.
That one.
Oh, what? He
That
got
one.
some air on that one.
That one got me. I was like, bro, how did to?
Oh, what? He almost took out
For that one.
the sign.
Oh my god, bro.
Damn. That's crazy. Hey, man, I
The ones. Look at that. When they go airborne like that, that's the one.
seen bad accidents happen like that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it looks cool and all.
Uh huh.
I wouldn't want to be in one of those cars,
Mm.
even as a passenger.
Well, I think they take two, if I remember. One's the driver,
And
and the other one's calling out
You
the
know,
turns.
directions.
Yeah,
sort
like
of.
directions and the
Yeah.
turns. And I
To
guess
know what's coming up.
yeah, and they know like a system is weird because they'll say, I don't even know. I don't know a lot about this, but I do know they'll say like a curve and then they'll say a number. Like they'll say
How
6.
sharp it is?
And they'll tell them if they going by the number, the driver knows I can take it at 40, 80, 100.
Ah.
Like the system that they
Takes
have.
a lot
I
of
don't
quick
have
thinking
it.
then.
Yeah, I don't really have it, but yeah. And then this is, so you can see it's WRC, so it's the World Rally Championship. So that's why they're going flat out. Like it's for the championship, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, when they started going airborne, like I was like, bro, you gotta have balls of titanium, bro, to like send it like that. Jesus, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're made to be on the dirt, but to go airborne, I don't know.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It is.
Yeah, the first one, and then the first one, look at how it comes in sideways, like in the air sideways. Look at that! Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And still,
Look at that.
I'm telling you, and still
Yeah.
have control of it. Keep going.
Oh yeah, and then this guy, I forgot he goes airborne.
Well, he had to
Yeah.
go out big at the finish
Yeah.
line, huh?
Yeah,
Look
bro.
at that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He went off the road, almost took the sign out.
Yeah, bro. You gotta be. That's a special breed of human to do that.
Man. Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of, well, a whole lot of crazy in you.
Cool. We're gonna go to the next.
It's
Clip.
like skydiving. Would you do skydiving?
I think I would.
You
I
would?
like debate, like if I'm gonna do it or not. Do you know what I mean? Like I get an idea.
Not me.
You not you. I do know this. I do know they won't let you go your first time by yourself. You gotta be. You ever see when they do the tandem where it's like a dude and then you're like attached to him?
Yeah.
The first time, I think you have to do it that way.
What about is it called bungee jumping?
Yeah, when you're you
Would
got
you
the
do that?
thing. I think I would.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll do that either.
There's another video I gotta show it to you. There's a guy, and he's like all nervous. They're strapping him in. I gotta find it, but it's on the.
He's about to go jump.
Yeah, no,
on
he's
the bungee?
so they're
Okay.
strapping him in to it, right? And he's all nervous. He's all like talking. He's all, no, wait. He's all talking to him. Like it's funny. He sounds kind of like an Indian dude, but it's funny. I'll show it to you when I find it. But I know I saved it. I just gotta show it to you. But yeah, it's funny. Right before they go, he's like, no, wait, I need to tell you. He's
And
like
what?
trying to buy time. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to.
He's
Yeah,
He's
you can
probably
tell he's
having
nervous.
second-
Yeah, he's probably a little nervous, but it's just funny though.
And what do they just
Mm-hmm.
push him off? Bye.
Yeah, the guy eventually says, What do you need to tell us?" He's all, "Wait," and he tells him, double check that he's telling him double check the harness,
yeah.
and then they go, "Yeah," they go, "All right," and then
Oh,
they
hell
fucking
no.
launch him. It's funny.
I'll
I gotta
grab one
find
of
it.
them and take him off
That
with
shit
me.
was funny. It's funny though. It's funny because you can see like his eyes, right? Like you can see it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next clip. Here we go.
He's like, back away. She's mine.
That's on his front porch. Look at that's his front porch.
I mean, did those two grow up together? Or what?
That, I
How
think
come
that's
he
his
hasn't
pet.
ate 'em?
I don't know. That's his pet.
That's what I'm thinking. He had
Yeah.
to probably, since he was really small.
Yeah.
'Cause
What do they
otherwise,
call these? There's an. I don't know.
wouldn't he want to eat the cat or something?
I don't know. Maybe because they're both. What do you call them? I was gonna say lions, but they're not lions. Maybe because they're both cats. They're cool with each other. But if it was maybe a puppy, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is a guy. This is his pet. Cause he has more videos of this. What do they call these? I totally forgot what they're called. I know it's not a bobcat because of the ears, but yeah, I think it's. Is it a gerbil? A jackal? No, not a jackal. But yeah, would you have something like this as a pet?
No.
Dang, bro.
Those are. I don't think. No, those are not meant to be
Yeah.
pets.
This is when like
wild.
you. This is when you turn on the news and then it's like, a man was attacked by his pet.
Yeah. That's
Like, dang.
That's what happens when they try to have wild animals like that as
Yeah.
pets.
Yeah,
No.
I'm good. You'll pass, so no, none for you.
No.
All
No,
right,
I'll
cool.
pass on that. On snakes. I'll pass on.
Not even for free. Not even if they get it for your birthday.
No.
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 Okay. All right. Right on. Next clip.
They better say their receipt. 'Cause they're gonna return it.
Next clip.
All right. Damn. Looks like she could handle it pretty good. Okay. Don't tell me she's gonna fall after all this.
I don't know. Well, you haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Hey, oh, damn. Damn.
Papa Willie on my way out.
She's bad with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read in the comments that this is a Hollywood stunt woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
So that's what it says in the. I don't know. I can't confirm
mean,
it. But that's what they're saying in the comment section.
She's
Yeah.
pretty good with
Yeah.
it.
So you can see it. I mean, for sure, if that's believable, right? If someone wants to say that that's what this is, a stunt woman, yeah. Also, another comment underneath. Well, because I read a couple of the comments, they were saying that, is it Black Widow in Marvels or that this whenever they did, I forgot what movie, but she did. Is it Black Widow? Yeah, Black Widow. I think the character, the comic character, she was the one doing all the scenes when that character was on the motorcycle. So it was her. Yeah, it was her. Again, can't confirm. It's what it says in the comments, but
Yeah.
again, it's believable.
If I remember at one time, didn't you want to buy a motorcycle?
Yeah.
You
I think
did.
I said yeah.
And what happened? You changed your mind.
No, so I wasn't working. I didn't have a steady job.
But
and
you
then-
still like one.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
well, this is the
okay.
thing too. I would buy one, but I think it would be like for track use. I think I would be very comfortable on the track with it. But yeah, I was gonna buy. I don't even remember. It's such a long time ago. I was gonna buy. I remember it was orange and it had a lot of flake in the paint. And it was something ridiculous. It was gonna be like $80 a month, something like that. But I do remember the bike was up there in price. It was probably like 14,000, something like that. Cause it didn't have that
It
many
was
miles.
used or-
Yeah, it was used,
Oh,
but it had almost no miles or whatever.
So that's around what they go for.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it was probably like a year old or something. And I think I said it was like $300 down, $80 a month. But the bike did cost, like I said, 14,000, something like that. But Yeah. I mean, ooh, I was close. Yeah. Did I tell you about Nate? Nate, our nephew. Did I tell you about his? He was gonna get a motorcycle. He was doing like I guess like motorcycle school or lessons to buy one. Like I guess you got to get either like I don't know if it's a permit or a license, and then you can go buy one. But yeah, that our sister was like, "You're not buying a motorcycle."
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he was excited about it though. But yeah.
Yeah, those are one of the things that, yeah, I would imagine if she's like, no.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, yeah, me either, man. As a father.
Yeah. That was gonna be my next question. You as a dad, let's say your son pulls up in a motorcycle.
Oh man.
What kind of words you gonna?
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, like, I spoil my kids, and so does our sister. I from she pretty much, but something like that. I think I would have to put my foot down, like she did.
No motorcycles.
No.
Not even like at a certain age, if they get to a certain age.
I mean, as long as I can help it, or as long as they listen to me, I'm still
So no at all. Even if they're 50 already, still no motorcycle.
No, because
I don't know.
it doesn't matter. They can still at any age they can
Yeah.
get into an accident, and
Yeah.
anything could happen at
Yeah.
any age.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and it's
I don't think I would change my mind. I mean,
yeah, and also it might not even be their fault, right? They could be a good ass motorcycle driver and just somebody texting and driving, somebody
drunk or
high on pills,
something.
and then they wipe them out. Yeah, yeah, I could see that part for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even thinking about it, I think even when they start driving, as a parent, you're always,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're constantly worrying about them, and I mean, well, one day, I don't know,
Yeah, we'll see.
You'll know.
We don't know yet, but we'll see.
what it is,
Yeah.
how it's like to have to be a father. You know what I mean? So yeah, and things like that just on your mind, they worry you, and we do what we can, but hey,
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like you kind of bring, sure they're kids, like your kids and all, but at a certain point they kind of like they get kind of big and they want to live their own life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it's
you have to let them live.
So
their
then
life.
it's like I want to learn how to surf. I want to learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skydive, Dad. I want to skydive, or something like that. I don't know.
I'm not gonna prevent them from doing all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think most of the things that they want to do in life, hey, go for it.
Yeah, kids eventually turn into young adults, right?
Especially, me, like I didn't do much growing up. I didn't have the opportunity to do a lot of things that I wanted to. So if they have the opportunity and they're up for it and they want to do it, hey, I could only pray for them and make so they'll be all right. And
cool.
Let them live their life and have fun.
Is there anything when you were like you said, when you were younger that you couldn't do, but maybe now you can do? Is there anything that's
mainly travel.
Travel.
Just travel to different countries, at least different states.
Okay.
But that's one of the things that
So like vacation or just okay.
Yeah, vacation.
Okay.
I mean, just get to know other countries, cities, and
all right, travel a little bit more.
Just travel. Yeah.
I think I always when like especially in high school, I remember hearing just like older adults. So you're in high school, you're in your teens, but you hear adults, always talking about the travel. They wanted to travel more, so they would be like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Italy during the summer. We're gonna go see the Grand Canyon, stuff like that." I never understood it, but of course you're young, right? And they're older, so as you get older, you start to understand. You're like, "Oh, okay, you get it now." Like, especially when you do traveling, you know what I mean? Like when I travel, when I do road trips and go, you know what I mean? The last road trip I was on, went to Vegas, went to go see family. It was cool hanging out with them. Yeah. Like literally, and this is just something I've always said, but two of my favorite human beings are in Nevada, right? Which is our older sister, Nancy, and Nathan. Those are two of my favorite human beings. So to go see them, hang out with them is always like, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
all right.
I remember. I've been out there a couple of times myself.
Yeah, so traveling for sure. Yeah, traveling's a good one.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to roll? You want to roll right into bad dates?
Bad dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
You want me to? I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
So there's like two. There's like the personal one. A girl. I was watching the story on YouTube because that's where I watch all my bad stories, the bad date stories or whatever. But the date was pretty good. So she said they went to go eat, and I think they went to like a small show, and then they went to an arcade. That was like the last stop of the date, and so they were playing like in an arcade. You know, it's like 1 versus 1. You know how there's machines where you can verse each other.
Yeah.
So they were playing against each other. The guy had a seizure from the game, right? Because it's it's flashing and all that. Had a seizure, fell over, hit his head on the arcade machine next to the one they were playing, cut his head open. So they had to get an ambulance for him, took him to the ER emergency room, and they had to stitch him up. So the date ended with them at the ER with the guy getting stitches in his head.
I think that's the worst right there.
Yeah. So I mean, the date, she says the date was good. The food was good, the guy was nice, all the stuff. But then just when it came to the arcade,
man.
that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that bad date story. Yeah, I remember there was one with me. This girl, I'm not gonna say her real name. Let's just say her name is Sam. I hung out with Sam for like a couple of times, and it was mainly like she would be hanging out somewhere like at a spot or at a bar, and then she would just text me and be like, hey, what are you doing? Come hang out. So I would go hang out, and then but this time Sam had brought a friend, and then so I kind of went, same thing, I was hanging out, and then Sam was there. She was cool, and then she's like, oh, I brought my friend, kind of thing. And so I was like, all right, cool. Like her friend was cool, but then kind of like as the night went on, her friend kind of kept drinking and got kind of sloppy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then and by then I had already kind of experienced like dealing with sloppy females. You know what I mean? Like I was like, so in my head I was like, I'm not trying to deal with this again. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then so I was telling Sam, I was like, hey, so it's kind of like it's getting kind of late. I'm gonna take off. And so I think that girl, Sam's friend, thought that maybe I was gonna keep hanging out with them, kind of thing. And so, I think she wanted me like to keep hanging out with her and them or whatever. But when I guess she realized that like I'm taking off, right, like I'm going home, kind of thing, she was like, kind of like, I don't know, she got kind of mad, I guess.
She got mad.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, but again, she had been drinking. She was cool when I first met her, but then she kept drinking, and then like I said,
she was no longer in her
it was already kind of like it was turning into a mess. So anyways, when she found out that I was like, yo, I'm taking off, she tried like insulting me, kind of thing. She was like, she like, in the sense, she was like attacking me, right? Because she was like, oh, like you're gonna go hang out with your friends, like yeah, exactly, like, oh, and then she started doing like you must be gay then, huh? Like that. She started doing the shit. She started. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I was like, you're something else, lady. I was like, I'm fucking out, bro. Like, yeah. Anyway, so that happened. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. But I never seen her again. This one chick, I never seen her again. And sometimes I think about her every time someone just kind of tells me like, oh, I went on a date. Oh, I hung out with, a person or whatever. Sometimes I think of her, but I think what I know now, maybe a little bit, maybe I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I can't diagnose what I think is happening. Right. But I think she was in the early stages of turning into one of those women that are like, all men are pigs, all men are shit. Like, I think she was in the early stages of becoming one of those.
About how old was she then?
This was when we were in our 20s.
She was in her 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, too, her friend kind of told me a little bit about her, that she was like in like a bad relationship, and then another bad relationship, and another bad relationship. That was
my next.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's just,
something like that.
She probably went through this really bad breakup or relationship. She was probably in a real bad relationship, and that's probably what her ex would do, or how he
treat her
would
treat her like crap. Yeah.
And so that's just she has that concept now.
Yeah.
Of all the other men, and especially when she has alcohol in her system. It just magnifies.
That's a whole another. Yeah. But I remember that one, and it wasn't really a bad day. It was just I mean, and then when she started talking like that, I was like, oh, thank God I'm out of here. Like, you know what I mean?
So you
For
just
sure, I'm out.
walked away, huh?
Oh yeah, bro. I did one of these, and I was like, yo, later.
And
Yeah.
you stayed away after that. And they were
Yeah, I
talk- you
never heard
talked to them?
never heard from her. Sam was cool. I talked to her just a little bit
Oh,
more, and then
okay.
I never heard. But she was cool. Sam was like, she can keep, like, composed. She wasn't messy,
Oh,
shit like
okay,
that.
okay.
But her friend that she tagged along with that day, I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't had. I don't. Man, let's see. Well, I recently got back into the dating scene.
Yeah.
For it's been, I don't know, whatever, few months now. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really bad. No, I mean, I can just think. Okay, there was one.
Okay.
We went out, whatever. We went out to dinner and all that. We started, talking, getting to know each other, but we were just not compatible in anything. The way she thought, with the way I thought, what she wanted, what I want. It was just not at all. Like she, which is, I guess, that's why we were getting to know each other, right?
Yeah.
Because previous to that day, we didn't talk too much about what we were looking for, what we want and stuff. But anyways, yeah, no, her, she really wanted, like, let's say a long-term relationship with maybe marriage or something down the line. She has kids and wants more. I don't,
Okay.
I already have kids. I don't want any more kids. And just a lot of what we were talking about, it was just like,
Yeah.
completely different opposites. And so, we just decided to end it short and, still, hey, nice to meet you. And, but, that was just it. Like, there was nothing we had in common, so, it happens. I mean, that was one. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Another one too, before that, maybe a month or whatever before that. Okay, there was this girl, right? And so, again, we went out. Like, bro, we had, we had a couple of drinks. But her, man, like, I think she had, like, I don't know, but it wasn't that many drinks. But the thing with her is, I noticed, when she started drinking, she just wanted to go to sleep. She couldn't help it.
Huh.
She would just, we were still at the table talking, and she was just, and I was like, what?
She was nodding off at the table.
Yeah. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, whatever, right? So I was like, all right, let's get out of here. I thought that was, I don't know, a little weird. But anyway, so we went on a second date, and then the same thing. So I was like,
Nah.
because okay, it happens once. You're like, okay,
You allow
maybe,
a pass. You get a pass.
Maybe she didn't get much sleep. The
Yep.
previous night, she's had a long day.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. It happens. So then we went out the second time, and same thing, bro. Like, and she fell asleep in my truck, and I couldn't wake her up. I was like, what is going on?
Then I start thinking pills, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like she's taking something.
And I was like,
For real.
I was trying to wake her up, and she wouldn't wake up. I'm like, bro, luckily I had a phone number for a friend of hers.
Oh, yeah.
So I called her. I was like, hey, you know
So
what?
the friend came to get her or whatever?
Yeah, I was like, hey, man, like, this is happening. She's like, yeah. It's just, how much has she had to drink? I was like, that I know of, at least with me.
Yeah.
Not much, unless she did previous to the date.
Yeah, like she, what's that
She
thing
pre-gamed.
called? Pre-game. There you go.
I mean, I did too, but, and she's like, no, that's just when she's had this many, and it wasn't even that many that her friend mentioned. When
she probably did then.
When she has this many, she's like, that's what happens. Like, that's all she wants to do, just lay down or go to sleep. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I said, no wonder. I said the first time it happened, I was like, okay, but now it happened again, and she's asleep right here in my truck. She's like, okay, yeah. So anyways, she went and got her and took her, and I was like, you know what, no. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I
You haven't talked to her since or whatever?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I was, but that kept me thinking, like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Like,
No,
I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of it, but I was like, it just
that's me. I would just start thinking some kind of substance. You know what I mean? Something. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe even she was on like medication, and it didn't mix
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah,
with
there's a
alcohol.
lot of
Yeah.
medication you don't.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, nothing that I can think of right now.
That's cool.
Nothing really bad.
That's cool. That's a good one. Those are pretty good ones.
So
Yeah. Damn, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that one's sticky situation. Yeah, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
I got a little nervous. I couldn't wake her up. I was like, okay, but
Yeah, that
But-
would be weird. And then not only that, but someone might have thought you put something in her drink, right, or something, right? Like if
hey, it did cross my mind, right?
Yeah.
So when I called the friend, she's like, oh, okay, all right. When she kind of knew what was going,
Yeah.
but I'm like, hey, this girl, like that's crazy because what if she's out with a day with somebody else
yeah.
and takes advantage of that situation or bad intentions? That's crazy. She.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Hell, oh yeah.
Imagine.
It wouldn't be easy to kidnap that one if she came across the wrong one, right? Yeah, if she came across the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Freaking A. Cool. Well, I think I don't even know how long I've been running for, but I think we're getting close to wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. We'll figure it out, my guy. Cool
Sounds
stuff.
good.
So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here, my guy. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Not much. I
No?
mean, just had a little fun last night. I'm
Cool.
here. A little bit of a hangover, but nothing too bad.
No, too serious.
Nah.
Cool.
So
All right, cool then. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up right here. So until we do another episode, we'll see you guys later.
all right.
Cool.
Peace.
Later, bro.